Hello, my friends. I'm Bee, and this is Bee's Intuition. And today we're gonna just do a mystery reading. So whatever comes out is what the message is. I have cat fuzz on my lip. Okay, got it. My makeup probably looks crazy on camera because I had to retouch it after I sweated it off earlier. But we're gonna just get into this reading. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have for the collective? Anything comes out. What do we have for the collective today? Please and thank you, Spirit. What do we have for the collective? Please and thank you. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is kind of what I was thinking the energy was going to be like. All right, let's see. Alrighty. So, first one that came out is the Son of Cups, otherwise known as the Knight of Cups. Somebody has a message of love, I think. And then this is the Six of Swords. The Fool card. The Ten of Pentacles. I like that. And the Emperor. The Emperor here we got. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. And bottom of the deck energy is the Eight of Swords. Yep, Eight of Swords. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups, obviously, a message of love, most likely, or a message of emotions. Somebody that wants to come in to communicate something about their emotions, what's been lingering on their heart, on their chest, what's been weighing them down. They want to tell you. I don't know why I'm acting like this, I'm sorry. Okay, and then the Six of Swords. I'm not sure if this is this person's energy that is coming towards you or if it's your energy, but it seems like someone here is moving out of a harder time into a better time in their life. Coming out of a darker place into a brighter place. Going towards something that is much more full of hope. Okay. That could also be their attitude when it comes to you. Maybe they see you as hope for them. Maybe in terms of a relationship, love, feelings, anything. Friendship even. The Fool card, which always indicates new beginnings and fresh starts here. Like they want to start a journey with you. They want to start something with you. And especially if this is all from their perspective, they see you as the Ten of Pentacles, which is just as high as you can get with those pentacles. That's like affluent, practically. That kind of energy. It's like full of security, stability, happy home, happy life. Generational wealth, that's another part of it. So it's just like they see you as a treasure to really behold. And then the Emperor, I think that they see you as the Emperor. I think they see you as incredibly powerful and do like demand respect. And it's not like that you literally demand it. I don't think you're telling people like respect me. I don't think that at all. It's more like you just naturally have people that respect you. And I think it's based off of your energy or something. And then with the Nine of Wands, usually the Nine of Wands is about like being hurt and having a wall up and stuff. But I love the image on this card here, which is like stairs. Like it's like every time you're hurt by something, you just let it take you higher, I guess. Like, you know, like it's all part of the plan. It's all part of your path. Okay. And that could also be their mindset when it comes to this. Also with the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, they probably are overthinking a lot, quite concerned, stuck in their head, overthinking probably the situation majorly. Alrighty. So let's start clarifying, shall we? Sorry if my energy is weird today. I don't know why. Just have been in a weird energy lately, but we'll be back to our program. Schedule. Schedule programming? I don't know. So yeah, let's start with the Son of Cups. Sorry if you hear jingling in the background, that's my kitty playing with her toys because she's a cutie. So let's clarify that Knight of Cups, please, and thank you, Spirit. Can you clarify that Knight of Cups for me? Just coming forward towards the collective with this message of feeling, of emotion. Okay. Four of Pentacles, they want you like petty. Maybe slightly obsessively. I don't think it's like super toxic when it's the Four of Pentacles, but it could be unhealthy. It could be unhealthy, but I mean, this person wants you. I don't know how else to say that. Like, I feel like if they, you know, got like, okay, just for an example, if this person is coming forward with sharing their feelings in hopes that you guys can explore something together romantically, they're somebody that's going to be very protective of you, very, just hold you very close to them, which could feel smothering, might not feel smothering. It might be what you prefer in a relationship. I'm not sure. But it is something to be aware of. This person really, really digs you. I'm also getting a message with that Four of Pentacles that they probably see you as providing a sense of stability for them, which that might not be very healthy, but let's continue. Oh, also bottom of the deck energy, the Hierophant, so they probably see commitment with you. Long-term commitment. Like I feel like they almost see this as the next phase of their life in some way. Okay, do you have anything more for this Knight of Cups? Please and thank you. For the collective, please and thank you. Okay. Groovy, groovy. The Magician came out. So it's like they're trying to manifest you. Or manifest your attention is what I'm getting. So maybe they're doing things to get your attention during this time. But they also, especially if they're embodying this Magician energy, they've been working on themselves for quite some time. They've mastered all four elements, like the Avatar. Anyways, yeah. And they've used that growth and that expertise to help them manifest this connection. They also may be finding that the divine is sort of pulling them towards you, like a magnet even. Bottom of the deck, Four of Cups. So it almost makes me think that either you denied this person in the past or they denied you. So maybe there's some hesitancy around coming forward because of that. Okay. Do we want to clarify that Magician further, please and thank you? Anything to clarify that Magician a little bit further, please and thank you? Because I just find that a little bit strange. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Oh, Ace of Cups in the reverse. So it's almost like they've tried to manifest in this connection with you in the past and things didn't work out well because of that Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck that we had. Also, it's funny, now it's going back to the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, so this is a very interesting energy. I don't know how to feel about this because it's almost like they didn't have luck. They tried everything, but they didn't have luck. There was like a lack of reciprocity or something, or like just a lack of feeling. Maybe you guys didn't know each other well enough for there to be like established feeling. Or Oh, actually, you know what I'm also getting with this Ace of Cups in the reverse? Because I've mentioned before that the Ace of Cups always talks to me, at least, about self-love. So this person probably needs to love themselves first before they manifest a relationship with somebody else. Which honestly, that makes a lot of sense, especially because they were showing up with that Four of Pentacles, which is all about, you know, sort of being codependent or clinging onto somebody or something. So this makes a lot of sense to me. I think that they need to love themselves first, and maybe they're not going to be successful because of their own insecurities. Or maybe that's what compromised or sabotaged things in the past, is they didn't feel good enough about themselves to come forward, or they didn't feel good enough about themselves to create a sustainable relationship with you. Because a thing that I feel like not many people realize, and I think this is what that saying, you know, I don't personally really like the way that it's worded, but I think the phrase, you can't love somebody else until you love yourself, which I don't like that phrasing, and I don't really like what it speaks to. But I think the purpose behind that phrase is how important it is to love yourself first. It's not necessarily, but when we don't feel good about ourselves, we will actively sabotage those connections we have with others because we feel that we are undeserving of them. And so this could very well have been somebody that you cared for in the past that sabotaged relationships because they didn't feel like they were worthy of it. And that's really sad, but it's incredibly common. I know myself and people that I have known through my life who have struggled with insecurities, you know, they've experienced the same things. And so it's quite common, and it's quite, you know, it is a very big factor in relationships, is like how you feel about yourself. And we feel like maybe, or at least I used to feel this way, is like, you know, if I'm with somebody, they should make me feel good. But that's not necessarily the only way to live, and it's not super healthy to expect everything from somebody outside of yourself, you know what I mean? So it's very good to provide that love first and foremost, so that you have that stable foundation, so that you can build something up with somebody else without feeling like you're losing a part of yourself, or you know, you're losing the most treasured thing in existence if things don't work out with that person, you know what I mean? Because yeah, so I think that this person needs some self-love, and I think that maybe that's what's preventing them from even embodying this. Actually, no, I'm getting the message that they were embodying this magician energy, but that missing piece was that they didn't love themselves. And so it's like they were manifesting out of a place of lack instead of like manifesting from a place of, you know, being in that vibration, you know what I mean? That's very interesting. That's a very interesting message I'm getting with that. Okay, also with the Hierophant showing up again at the bottom of the deck, this person has very significant feelings for this. They want a traditional relationship with you, but I feel like they're going to self-sabotage, or that's what they did in the past because of that lack of self-love. Okay, so let's clarify this Six of Swords, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Can you tell me about this Six of Swords for the collective, please and thank you? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, first one out, the High Priestess. This is all about intuition, divine connection, newer spirituality. This is more like new age spirituality, whereas the Hierophant is more old-fashioned, traditional. Mystery is a big part of that as well. Then the Judgment card came out. So that's two major arcana. That is clarifying this Six of Swords. And then the Nine of Pentacles also came out. So you are receiving divine downloads during this time. And the universe is communicating something to you with the Judgment card. There's like some major phase that you're going into now. And it's going to be filled with independence, stability, security, having everything you need and more. I'm getting the phrase girl boss, but you can apply that to any gender. That's funny. You're probably entering your boss era, you know? And it's so clear about this message from the divine here. Because the angel in this image is like blowing a trumpet, so it's like the divine is trying to get your attention right now, like significantly. And especially if you've been going through a rough time recently, it's like you may not see it in your 3D surroundings that everything's going to be okay, but the divine is here to say that it's going to be okay. And you're destined for so much greater things. Like you're meant for greater things than this darkness that you've been experiencing. Also, like the cards with like the golden sky, those are considered the happy cards in the deck. So I think it's going to be filled with a lot of happiness as well. This new era that you're going to be embodying. I almost am getting the message that you just need to keep going forward, even if it looks dark ahead. Even if you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel will appear if you just keep going. That's a very strong message I'm getting right now. I like that. I like that a lot. Interesting, because at the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Swords, which is kind of funny too, because like I just mentioned, the ones that have the golden sky are considered the happier cards of the tarot deck. So even though the Seven of Swords has to deal with, like, typically we see it as like sneakiness, somebody trying to get away with something that they shouldn't, but it also can stand for needing to think outside the box and stuff. Also, the polka dots that this person is wearing are indicative of needing to kind of loosen up, you know, be more into, feed your inner child a little bit more, don't take things so seriously. Don't let things hold you back if they have been holding you back for a while. Like, life is so unserious, and I feel like that's a big message with this. Because some things can really feel super serious in the moment, right? And then, even a year passes and we're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was so stressed out about that thing. It's like so gone from my mind now. So this success that you're going to be coming into, this new phase, could very well have to do with your own innovation, thinking creatively, thinking outside the box about things. Also, your personal touch on things as well. Also, I can sometimes get the message from this Seven of Swords, which I'm getting right now actually, is not everything is as it seems. Because, the Seven of Swords can deal with like sneakiness, but it's also like the universe sometimes can be sneaky as well. But in a like more lighthearted way, I suppose. But it's almost like if you've been going through a difficult time, and maybe everything seems super bleak right now, you're really struggling, I feel like the universe is just trying to tell you it's not as it seems. It's not going to be this way forever. Or maybe the situation that you're stressed out about isn't as bad as you may imagine it to be, or something along those lines. Like, definitely the feeling of like relax and loosen up a little bit. You know what I mean? Feed your inner child during this time. If you feel like you need something within yourself right now, maybe feeding your inner child in some way would be very helpful for you. Such as just like playing a game, or watching your favorite show or movie from when you were a child. You know, simple things like that. We can just completely get in touch with that inner child and feed it and make it feel appreciated. All right, so please clarify this Fool card, please and thank you. Oh my. Oh, interesting. Okay. Anything else for this Fool card, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Anything else for this Fool card? Ooh. Okay. This is weird. The Fool card, the first card that came out for the Fool card is the Three of Cups in the reverse. And that I find very strange because the Fool card is all about like new beginnings, like wanting to start a journey anew. And then whereas like the Three of Cups upright is more like about like reunions, being with friends, you know, getting in touch with people that you haven't seen for a while, hanging out with those friends. It's like a card of friendship and like positivity, reunion, celebration. But in the reverse, it's almost like the opposite of that. But then it's followed by the Knight of Cups. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. So this is sort of a little bit of a back and forth energy. I don't know how to feel about that because I don't like inconsistent energy, because inconsistent energy to me equals stagnation or things not working out in the reality of the situation, you know what I mean? Because like if they don't know fully what they want, then it's just going to be confusing to you if they come forward or something, because like how I'm receiving this is like there's this new start, right, that somebody wants with you, but it's like they're refusing friendship, they're coming forward with these feelings. So maybe you even have a past friendship with this person and they're like, I don't want to be just friends, I want to be more, and they're like sharing that. Also, I'm kind of getting like the message, because like with the Three of Cups in the reverse, you know, the Three of Cups upright is all about reunion, like I said, you know, hang out with friends and stuff. So it's almost like maybe, and this one is just like a single guy, you know, with a cup. So it's almost like this person might want one-on-one time with you. Maybe they're refusing like this social climate or this like social situation. I feel like they don't want to be in a group setting. They want one-on-one time with you to communicate. And you know, we had the Knight of Cups earlier, so this could be the same energy, but it also could be somebody else. Also, I'm getting the message that maybe this person in the past either tried to be friends with you, or you try to be friends with this person, and you know, maybe one of you wanted more than that, so it didn't really work out in the friendship area. But it seems like this person has feelings for you because they're showing up as the Knight of Cups. Huh. I might clarify that Three of Cups a little bit further, but first I want to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. So it's the Six of Wands, which is all about you being celebrated. So maybe this person wants to celebrate you in some way, or they see you being celebrated for something that you've been doing. And especially because you've been receiving like this message from the divine that good things are coming your way. This could be part of what's coming your way, is like you being celebrated. You being celebrated for your unique gifts and talents and skills. The things that make you you. And you're shining and you're in the spotlight here. Well, so I think they have feelings for you, and I think that they want to appreciate you in some way. It could also be that maybe they're communicating not only feelings, but maybe they're appreciative of what you've done for them in the past or something. Okay, let me clarify this Three of Cups in the reverse. Please and thank you. Can I get more clarification on this Three of Cups in the reverse? Please and thank you. Okay, this one really wants to come out. Seven of Wands. Oh. I just got a freaking message so heavily, dude. This is not what I was expecting. So this is all about like somebody that feels like they have to battle a bunch of like people or whatever to be successful here. And I'm almost seeing this as like your friendship circle probably doesn't like this person. And maybe they feel like they would need to battle your friends. I mean, not literally, but like they probably feel a sense of tension when it comes to your friend group. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. And maybe that's what's making it hard for this person to come forward to communicate this, or for you guys to have a new beginning. So I sense that, yeah, there's definitely some sort of past or something going on. They know your friendship circle somehow. And they feel like they have to like stand up for themselves, or they have to like show this friendship group that they mean business to be successful here. Because you could be very much like one of those people where it's like, you know, I am not going to date anybody that my friends don't respect, you know? So it could be something like that even, where they know how much your friendship means, your friendships mean to you. And so like they want to prove themselves in some way. They want to prove that they're not just trying to play games or whatever. They want to show that they're serious. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Wands. So they really want to be optimistic. They really do. This could be somebody that's also like naturally kind of confident, you know? So it's like, yeah, I'm not sure if it's confidence that's connected to the ego, or if it's just confidence that has been built up over some time. But, and also with the Page of Wands, I'm getting like this sort of immature energy, and I don't mean that necessarily in a bad way, but it could be that things just haven't developed enough or something in this connection. And also I'm almost getting this message about like they want to start new. And that kind of goes back to the Fool's card, you know, new beginning, new journey that they want to go on. So maybe if there was some sort of past, it's almost like they want to start brand new, like a newborn baby. I don't know. Oh, that sounds weird. But like, you know, like just they want to become a different person almost. Like if there was this bad past between the two of you, it's like they want to change that. They want to change who they were before. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Alrighty, so let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles, please and thank you. Anything else for the Ten of Pentacles, please and thank you. Anything else for this Ten of Pentacles, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, thank you. Holy moly! Holy moly! Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Ooh, ooh, this is some serious energy. Okay, let me just show you. So this is clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, of course. First card out, the Sun card. Ultimate happiness. The second card that came out, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, what more can I say other than this Ten of Pentacles means business? So, when you are getting into this Ten of Pentacles mode, you're going to be very happy. I'm just going to say that. You're going to be very, very happy. Probably the happiest you've ever been, or the happiest you could possibly feel in a moment like that. Also, with the Sun card, I'm also getting a message about like not only like physical, like worldly goods and stuff being stable and secure, but like also your health probably will be improving as well. And actually that kind of goes well with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, because this is all about lack, upright, and, you know, feeling left out in the cold, you know, feeling beaten and bruised and just having to tough it out, you know. But in the reverse, it's like that time for you is over. You're no longer going to be embodying this Five of Pentacles upright energy. You're not. Like it's over for you in terms of that sense of lack, in terms of that feeling of like not, like nothing's working out for you kind of thing. Like you're going to be improving, not only in health, not only in physical things, but just like in mindsets as well. I'm getting, oof, crazy energy. The Justice card also came out. So I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. You're going to be experiencing a strong sense of justice in some way. And then the Devil card also came out. So it could be justice that has to do with some sort of devil in your life, and that doesn't necessarily have to be, well, I guess, you know, somebody that's sort of toxic, you know, or a Capricorn, you know, and a Capricorn doesn't have to be toxic. It's just the card that it represents, right? Don't know what all that's about, but okay. Children outside play very loudly. I get worried for them sometimes, but then I have to remember children will scream when they're playing. Okay. Also, that Devil card there was followed by the Knight of Pentacles. So this sense of justice related to this devil person in your life, somebody that's sort of toxic, or Capricorn, doesn't have to be toxic. This sense of justice has been like waiting for you, like, or you've been waiting for this sense of justice for quite some time with the Knight of Pentacles. And like, then and it's almost like out of nowhere this happens. Also, with the Devil card, this could not even be a physical person. This could be literally like more of like mindsets that are toxic, codependency, addiction. Like there's other qualities about this card as well that it could be indicating. And something that's very interesting about this card is these two figures down here under the Devil guy, they have chains around their necks, and that sounds like very, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Constricting, you know? But if you look very closely, those chains are actually very loose around their neck, as if to say that they can remove themselves from this situation, this toxic energy in their life. It's almost as if it's saying you can remove that situation at any point. You don't have to be ruled by this devil any longer. So maybe you're finally realizing your own power. And you're finally removing those chains that made you think that you had to be stuck with this devil guy forever. But then you realize one day, like, oh wait, this is like super loose. Let me just, okay, you know, oh, that was a lot easier than I thought, you know? And maybe you were overthinking it for forever. Especially because like, and like think about this in terms of like relationships with other people, you know, and especially toxic people in our lives. Sometimes people will put on a big scary face, They'll yell, they'll do a lot of things to intimidate you, to make you feel powerless as an individual. But it's almost like it's reminding you that this dog's bark is worse than their bite, you know? It's almost like, it's like, and it's almost like the devil guy in this image, he's not going to chase you down. He's not going to try and chase you down and get you back in these chains or whatever. It's like you get to choose to take these chains off and run away. And it's almost like he's just trying to distract you from the fact that you have the power in this dynamic. Yeah, it's almost like it's like they just want to scare you into thinking that you have no power so that you won't do anything. But I feel like you're being reminded at this time through justice, through knowledge and information about, information and communication as well as a part of this, but also like balancing of the scales. So it's like, you have so much more power in this situation than you think you do. And maybe you've been stuck in this for some time with the Knight of Pentacles. You've been stuck with this toxic energy or these mindsets. This fear has been controlling you for so long. But it's like suddenly you're enlightened and you're like, wait a second, let me just take off this chain. Let me just remove that person from my life. Let me just ignore what that person told me. Like if somebody's being mean and critical of you, like maybe just block it out, because it's like ultimately that person doesn't have the power that they want to make you believe that they do. Yeah. Also at the bottom of the deck is the King of Swords. So this could have to do with some sort of communication from somebody that's very straightforward to the point. Could even, I'm getting almost like a legal person in some way. Because it's not like they're super emotion driven, but it's like they could be attached to that sense of justice for you, especially with the sword. Like somebody that's like kind of in charge of like a specific area that is communicating to you. Yeah. Also with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting the feeling that you have been waiting for this devil in your life to go away for quite some time, and it's like you finally have you've gotten so sick of it that you're just like, I'm no longer putting up with this. I'm ready to move forward now with my life without this person weighing me down, making me feel bad. And the devil even could be like, and especially when it comes to mindsets, a lot of those mindsets that we have that are toxic and hold us back were started at childhood, Maybe, our peers growing up bullied us or told us that we weren't smart or we weren't funny or, whatever it was. And those thoughts and those mindsets are just so ingrained into your brain at this point that you believe those still. And so it's like, you may even realize that even though those people that told you those messages growing up are no longer around, it's like a ghost in your mind. It's like they're still there even if they're not physically there. And so maybe that's also what you're releasing, is like closing the door on that person or that energy and saying, you're not here anymore. I don't need to listen to you anymore, Also, this King of Swords is almost like I'm getting the message here about, because he has his sword, obviously, and so it's like, I feel like he's going to use that sword and use it to like cut people out of your life, or cut these mindsets, or cut these toxic things out of your life. There's like something here about severing ties with people, or especially people that don't, I almost said don't deserve you, which was interesting. I didn't mean to say that, but could very well be likely. But also people that don't serve you, don't serve your purpose, don't help you in some way, don't give back in some way to you. I feel like this King of Swords energy is going to be helping you with that. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify this Emperor card, please and thank you. For the collective, please and thank you. What do you got for the Emperor? Please. Do you guys know what just came out? I think you're gonna know, because you know my reactions enough at this point, I think, to know what the heck just came out. So I'm clarifying the Emperor. You want to know what came out to clarify the Emperor? The first card I see. The Emperor, of course, because, and I had a feeling that it was going to be clarified by the Emperor, but I just thought, you know, oh, that's just a weird thought. Always trust your intuition, folks. Jeez Louise, okay. Instead of spending 20 years on contemplating the amazement of it being clarified by the Emperor, you are such a baddie. Let me just say that. You, like, not only do you appear powerful, you are powerful. I don't even know if you know. Like, I'm literally getting goosebumps right now. Ooh, that's like some powerful energy right now. I don't think you even have any idea how powerful you are. Oof. I like feel it throughout my whole body right now. Just like rushes of energy right now. And I actually really freaking like this. And I'll tell you why. With the Devil, as I mentioned earlier, he wants you to believe that he's powerful, right? He wants you to think that you have no power and that he is the one that holds all the power. But in reality, he doesn't have the power. He wants you to believe that he has all the power. He wants you to feel like you have no power in the situation. But it's all lies. It's all deception. It's all like a mask, you know? It's just this person trying to act tough. That's really what I'm getting. It's like somebody that's trying to act tough, somebody that's trying to intimidate you, somebody that's trying to make you fearful of them. They don't have it. They don't have the power to back that up. They don't have that depth within them the way that you do. You're somebody that actually does have the power. And probably you're a person that has not only the power, but like a great amount of power. Like astonishing, practically. Because, yeah. And that's exactly what I'm getting. It's like this card is telling me this is how you're perceived, right? You're seen as the Emperor, strong, capable, worthy of respect. But inside of you, you are that Emperor. You embody that with your literal energy. Like, you're so freaking powerful. And I just hope that you know this. I hope that you truly understand how incredibly powerful you are. And it's something that everybody else can see. Even Spirit, I'm getting. Even Spirit sees this wonderful power that you contain. Oof. Okay, that message was just really intense. Like, I literally was feeling it throughout my whole body. Whoa, that was crazy. Okay, moving forward. What other cards came out with that Emperor card was the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, and at the bottom of the deck, again, the Six of Wands. I very much like how these bottom of the deck energies keep reappearing. They keep going away and then coming back. That could be significant for you in some way, especially with the Six of Wands. So maybe you're being celebrated in many different ways. It's almost like you're being celebrated here, and then that moment passes and you're like, oh, that was so great. And then somebody else is like, oh wow, I just saw that you did this thing, that's amazing. And you're like, oh my gosh, and then they celebrate and they're having a good time, and then that's over. And then somebody else is like, oh my gosh, you did the thing. And I'm like, oh my god, you know? And so it's like multiple different celebrations of you is what I'm getting. Like different events that are telling you the same thing, that you rock, you know, pretty much. Like, that's what I'm getting. You know, celebrating you, celebrating your abilities. And whatever you're accomplishing during this time is just like freaking awesome. And everybody can see it. With the Ace of Swords, this could very well be communication of some sort, or a truth, or an exposing of information. And then it being followed by the Hanged Man, it could very well be leading to a time of contemplation and divine enlightenment, seeing things from a different perspective. So there could even be information or some sort of truth that somebody's sharing with you that makes you realize how freaking powerful you are. Yeah, it's almost like that's kind of what I'm getting here. And then you're finally switching things up and you're like, whoa, I guess I am powerful or something. And you will understand that it's connected directly to the divine. This power doesn't just come from yourself, even though you are a powerhouse of power, you know? But I feel like the reason that you're so incredibly powerful enough to clarify the Emperor with the Emperor card, yeah, like it's connected to the divine. Like it's so much more than just you. And I'm almost, and then this kind of goes back to the last reading I did, you know, about that like white shimmering aura that I got in my downloads. It's like everybody can see this just like divine quality that you embody. And yeah, it's so much more than you. It's like you represent so much more than that. So much more than your one body, if that makes any sense. It's like your whole spiritual team is around you. It's like almost like a force field even, like around you, protecting you, guiding you, helping you along your path. And so it's almost like some sort of truth gets exposed here, and you're just like, it's like you're almost taking a step back to really like consider it. Like, am I truly this powerful right now? Like, or am I this connected to the divine right now that things are working out for me so fantastically or something? Yeah. Wow. I really like that. Also, when I went to pick up the deck, for some reason the King of Swords decided to show up again. And the Page of Wands behind him. So that King of Swords energy could be also communicating to you about this celebration of you, putting you in the spotlight. Putting you in the spotlight in some way. And I feel like, especially with that Page of Wands here, it's almost telling me like there's something connected to your optimism. There's something connected to your youthful optimism here. And I wonder if it's like even through all of these difficult times in your life, through these challenges, these obstacles, these difficulties, you've never given up hope, or you've just kept going, even when you felt like giving up, even when you felt like everything was stacked against you. Like your optimism, your ability to keep going, like fall down, get up, brush yourself off, try again kind of energy. And it's like, I think somebody's going to come in and communicate to you not only how much you are an inspiration, but celebrate you, appreciate you, make you feel appreciated, make you feel celebrated. Yeah. Okay, please clarify this 9 of Wands, please and thank you. For the collective, what do we have for this 9 of Wands? 9 of Wands, what do we got here? What do we got? Please and thank you. Please, thank you. What do we got? Okay, you can't see me, but just imagine I have a thing here to put my arm and I'm just like looking at you. Okay. Anyways, this is such a strange reading. Let me just say, this is good that I have no theme because this is truly a mystery reading. There's so many elements involved, and I think multiple people as well. So what the heck? Okay. 9 of Wands clarified by the Fool card in the reverse, followed by the 2 of Cups, dude. Like, what? What is this? So, I'm actually getting a message here. So on the traditional 9 of Wands card, it's usually like the, you know, the broken, warrior, you know, he's usually like bandaged up, looking really rough, and then he has his like wall of wands that is like protecting him because of, you know, his pain, his hurt that he's experienced. And I think that could be a blockage here when it comes to a new beginning. And I feel like this is a different new beginning than the Fool card that we had back here. And it has to do with love, true love, reciprocal love. So this is a connection with somebody that you actually want to be with, that you feel the same way that they do. You have a lot of potential here. But it's like, you may be afraid. I think that you're afraid of love, or like this type of love, the type of love where you both give and take equally. I feel like you're not used to a balanced or healthy relationship dynamic. Yeah, especially healthy dynamics I'm getting. Yeah. Because like, to me this looks like the, that symbol that's typically like on like hospital or medical related like signs and stuff. There's a name for it, but of course I cannot recall. But yeah, it's just like with the serpents intertwining, that kind of symbol there. So yeah, it's like healthy dynamics in which you both give and receive equally, in which you both feel the same way. I think that makes you incredibly uncomfortable because you're not used to that. Your past is full of pain and people that have like taken advantage of you, people that have hurt you, people that have betrayed you, a lot of hurt and pain. And so it's no wonder why you're in this, the Fool card in the reverse here. Like, there is a new beginning that is possible for you. There's a new beginning that is here for the taking, but for whatever reason you're afraid of it. You're afraid of this new beginning with somebody that actually could love you and respect you in every way that you deserve and that you've deserved all along. Something that's truly meant to be here. Also, bottom of the deck energy, the Temperance card. So, I don't think that this situation here is lost. This, you know, I'm almost seeing it as a soulmate connection with this person. Because, like, I've often heard, you know, when people meet their soulmates that it's scary. You know, it's scary to think that you found your person, even though we, you know, most of us dream of meeting that person. We, you know, we want that to happen. But when we're faced with the reality of like, oh, this is my person, I feel like a lot of insecurities bubble up to the surface. A lot of questioning, a lot of fear. And so it's like, I don't blame you for like being in that energy, but I feel like especially, okay, this is just getting a little weird. I just picked up the deck, and obviously Temperance card is at the bottom of the deck, but what is peeking out right here? The King of Swords again. That King of Swords keeps wanting to come through. So this is a persistent energy. It could be possible that this romantic interest is an air sign of some sort. Could be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Okay. I'm actually getting pretty heavy Libra with the Justice card as well, so that we had earlier. So it could very well be, maybe that's the message that they keep trying to tell me with this King of Swords, because he just keeps wanting to come out. He just wants to be seen. Maybe it's somebody that's in the background right now in your life or something. Yeah, maybe somebody that you haven't even noticed yet, or maybe they feel like you haven't noticed them. But I feel like you guys have a lot in common, especially conversationally. You and intellectually, you know? This is the type of person that you could have very deep conversations with. Somebody that you can have very intellectual conversations with as well. But yeah, going back to the Temperance card, this is all about taking something and turning it into something else, transforming an energy or a situation. So I take that as, even though you are fearful of this new beginning, I think that you're going to transform it into being ready. You know what I mean? I think you're telling yourself that you're not ready for this new beginning, but I think in reality you are ready for this new beginning. And so I think it's probably just a matter of the ego, truly. It may just be a matter of the ego where it's like you kind of have to you kind of have to be like honest with yourself, and maybe you need to take some time to dive a little bit deeper to realize that you have it within you to accept this love offer that you want. This is something that you want too. It's not just some rando. But because of that past hurt and experiences, you're going to be afraid at first. But also, I think it's very important to mention too that your person is never going to just come in, offer you whatever, and then if you say no, they're going to just, okay, bye. Because the right person is going to take the time. The right person is going to take the time to build a connection with you. You know, they're not going to just rush in and out, you know what I mean? Especially if you need to take a step back to consider things, you know, especially, okay, I think it's definitely a red flag if somebody's pressuring you to make an answer right in that moment. And that's probably a red flag that you probably are aware of, you know? If somebody's trying to rush you into making a decision and you're not ready for that yet, or you need time to think, the right person for you isn't gonna just run away as soon as like you say, hey, I need to take a moment, or, you know, I want to take some time to fully consider this, you know, blah, 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 blah. And so the right person for you is going to be patient with you. And I think that's the main like message I want to give here, is like the right person will be patient with you. They will take time. If you're uncertain now, they will take the time out to build up that certainty with you. Because a partnership really is a collaboration, you know? It's a back and forth energy. And so I think this person's gonna wanna work with you to how do I say it? To build up that confidence in the connection, to build up that ability to trust in this connection. And I think it's going to be obvious too, especially because you have been through some stuff. And I think that this person is aware of that. I think that this person is aware that you've been through some stuff, and as a result, you are afraid. And that's totally, completely natural and very common. And so I think that this person is going to be properly patient with you and allow you to take the time to consider things, to take the time to work within if that's something that you need to do. Or even to just talk to the divine and talk to yourself, like, am I ready for this? And I feel like you're going to find that you're much more ready than you believed. You're much more ready than you believe yourself to be when it comes to this connection. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And I feel like everything's going to work out in the end. Even if it starts out rough, you know, with like you being like, oh my God, I can't, you know. I don't think it's always going to be that way. I think you're gonna be able to transform the situation. I think you both are going to be able to transform the situation, because I think it's going to take two. It's going to take two to make this connection work. I don't think it's going to be solely your responsibility, and I feel like you probably aren't used to that in a relationship, you know? Okay. And I just want to wrap up with the other bottom of the deck energy, the Eight of Swords, which the Eight of Swords is, you know, being stuck in the mind, overthinking a lot. And this could very well be the energy that you're embodying when this person that you have feelings for comes forward and shares this desire to start something with you. I think, yeah, your thoughts are not reality. I think that is something that I need to point out here. So when you're overthinking to the point of like, I don't think I'm ready, I haven't worked on myself enough, and obviously if these things are true, then disregard this message. But like, if you've been working on yourself for some time, if you've been preparing yourself for a relationship for some time, like, you know, the reality of the situation is that you are ready, but it's like those fears that come in, those doubts, those conflicting thoughts of like, you know, like, what if I'm not ready? What if this happens? What if, you know, the world ends tomorrow? You know what I mean? Like that kind of way of thinking. And so I feel like it's very important to mention. But yeah, your thoughts are not reality, and I think you're much more ready than you realize. Also, if you notice this person, yeah, this butterfly in the cocoon here, they have been transforming the whole time that they've been in that little cocoon there. They were once a caterpillar, but as you see now, they're almost like a fully formed butterfly. And so even though all these swords look real scary, right? Like, you know, if this butterfly leaves there and if he didn't have wings, he would fall right onto these swords, and that would be awful, right? But he doesn't, because he has the wings to fly away from these swords. When he opens this cocoon, this chrysalis, I can't remember what they're called. You know, when he opens it up, he has the wings to fly out of there. He won't get hurt. He has wings to fly away. And I feel like that's also what you need to keep in mind. You've transformed personally, and you've grown, you know, skills and coping skills, and like a lot of different, you've just learned a lot, you know, and you've transformed in such a way that you're going to be safe because you have the tools that you need to navigate these difficult situations. You have the skill that it takes to not fall, you know? And yeah, you're so much more wise, you're so much more capable than you realize. And I think that's what you're going to eventually realize. It just might take a few moments, you know? Sometimes it's natural to have those doubts. It's natural to feel unprepared for something that we have prepared for, you know? But trust yourself, trust in the divine, and everything is going to be okay, you know? All right, so yeah, that's the reading today. I hope you very much enjoyed this, and I hope it resonated for you. And if it did resonate, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name's Bee. Bees live in hives, if you didn't know. And so when you subscribe, you can become you'll become a part of the Hive Collective and become a bee like me. You know what I mean? Okay. Little Southern Belle, babe. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, we can be little bees in our little hive, making friends, living in our own little world. Living in our little hive, being bees, being friends, being bees, being friends, bee. Anyways, so thank you so much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.